Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Siggy.
Yeah, Moog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set and on the hill today, Ben Lively. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Willie Castro leading things off and takes a strike. Towards first, Manzardo tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jose Miranda.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Jose Miranda stands in now and watches strike one. Out to short, Neto. Throws across the diamond and a couple of quick outs.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Carlos Correa. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And first offering is fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very...
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Twins don't score. Guardians coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And towing the slab, David Festa. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Jeffers makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Come on, Will.
Fastball for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. To the right side, and foul ball. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Jose Ramirez.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
That clips the corner. Ramirez matched a homer in his last game. Throw over to first, and he's back in there. Brennan leads off first with 1 away. On the ground, right side. Throws to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. An inning in the books tonight. We're scoreless here on the show. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Lively back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Popped up. Manzardo sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit.
Let's go Cleveland.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
No score here in the second. Next pitch is downstairs. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. That's off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Byron Buxton.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two out, space is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Kyle.
So up next, Kyle Manzardo. First pitch just misses.
1 ball. No strike.
Righty delivers. Pitch is in for a strike. 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Got him. Out number 2.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Stepping in, Brenton Doyle. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So digging in, Zach Neto. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Vesta picks to first, and he dives back in safely.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw, safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
There's the strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And there's a strike. Larnach, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And there's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Next offering is down low. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Naylor gathers, throws to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Snags it for the second out. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. There's a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Fastball is outside. Started to swing, held up.
2-1.
Strike 2.
2-2.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Oh, Naylor.
And Naylor swings through that one.
No balls. 1 strike.
Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. And that one upstairs. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now the rookie second baseman, Travis Bazzana.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
1-0.
First pitch, not close. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
2-1.
And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Fouled off to the right. Three and 2. The pitch is outside. And ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. In the air, right field, Walner on the move. And makes the grab. And that is the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Start of the 4th. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Ripped to right. Makes the grab.
Now batting, shortstop Carlos Correa.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Flied to right his first time. Lively throws over.
He's safe.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
That's the ball.
Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second.
Ah!
Fourth inning underway. No score. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. First time up was a pop out. Just missed. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner stays put at third. That misses. 3-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Matt Wallner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the Twins score first. It's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 outs. Runner on first. Matt Wallner digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Lewis off of first with 2 away. Hit in the air out to center field. Bazzana on his way over. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jose Ramirez. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
And that misses. 2-1. Next offering is foul back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
3-2 now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Let's go Cleveland.
That one
Ball
misses.
four, first
So a
base.
leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And now John Kenzie Noel. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Festa checks over to first, and he's back. Center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Festa throws to first, and he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
And up next for Cleveland, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's a fair ball. Around second is Ramirez. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Coming home. The relay throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So, runner at second, 2 down. Digging in, Zach Neto. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
The shortstop takes the ball. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. From his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
from
pitcher's
Minnesota,
duel so far. Here's how the
fielder,
starters
Byron
have
Buxton.
performed up to this point. Lively back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still
Now
drive
batting,
you absolutely
left fielder,
crazy.
Trevor Larnach.
Here's Trevor Larnach. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there.
1 ball.
Really
no
had
strike.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that is out of play. So now 1-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low, ball 2. And that's
Full count.
downstairs and outside. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one popped up. Bazana. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Edouard Julien.
Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That's in there. It's 0-1. Larnach off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering upstairs. Fastball for a strike. Stays alive. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. We We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
At the plate, Travis Bazzana. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 1-2. Strike three, got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Up next for the Guardians, right fielder, Will Brennan.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, John Kenzie Noel.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next is the designated hitter, John Kenzie Noel. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That clips the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And it finds its way through for a hit. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And they lead by 2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Rocco Baldelli out of the dugout now, and he's going to make a change. David Festa gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Coming out of the
Minnesota.
bullpen for the Twins,
Number
Paul
44.
Skenes.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
First and second, 2 outs. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. And it's even up. Out to short. Correa over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. 5 innings complete. Guardians 3, and the Twins 1. Back now at Progressive Field. New inning getting started. This
Leading
is
off
Willie
for the
Castro.
Twins, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fouled off. He was late. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That
Ball
just
2.
misses, and that's ball 2. Left field. Quan settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next for
Jose
Minnesota,
Miranda.
Jose Miranda. Miranda in his 4th year, 26 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. That
Ball
one inside, and that is ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it skips into dirt. Next offering is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The Twins down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Ben Lively is done. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the nuance.
Now pitching
The
for the
Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor
Number
Stephan.
37.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit. That one hit to right. Brennan sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1. Back here in Cleveland, where we go bottom 6. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brenton Doyle. That's too low. Ball 1.
1-0.
That's down and in. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
There's a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And down on strikes. Now 1 away. Zach Neto digs in for the Guardians. Neto having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Wallner pulls that one down, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Guardians, catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor now at the plate, 1 for 2. Clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Way inside, gets out of the way. That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So runner at 2nd, 2 down. Travis Bazzana will hit next. He is struck out and he is walked. First offering and it just misses. Two outs. Ground ball right side. Miranda. The flip to the pitcher covering. Inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back.
Guardians.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Kate
36.
Smith.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Here's Royce Lewis.
Leading off for the Twins, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Everybody looking when we passing though. We just turn the strip.
And there's a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that's down and away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you've got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. And there's a strike. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
This one high in the air to left center. Quan heads after it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting.
So
the
2 down
center
now,
fielder,
and
Byron
here
Buxton.
is Byron Buxton. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. That takes care of Buxton. 3rd out. So they go quietly there midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1.
Now pitching for
We're
Minnesota.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Coulombe.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first,
Got him.
and they get the
Out.
leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And first offering is fouled off. That one down the line and foul ball. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1 ball.
Activity
2
in the
strikes.
bullpen. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Up and in, ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Ramirez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Brennan leads off first with 1 away. That
That's a
one
ball.
misses. That's 5 straight.
2 balls. No strike.
And
No,
another
that's a
ball. That's in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. That one in there across the letters.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Chop to the left side, and a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. This to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And it gets by him.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
John Kenzie Noel getting ready to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
This one in the dirt.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Swings and misses. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch.
Now batting.
Kyle Manzardo digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's in there. 0-1.
No ball.
Man,
1
I
strike.
mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Herron.
These are the spots
Now
relievers
pitching for the
really
Guardians.
make a name for themselves. Late
Number
and
29.
close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Larnach lays off down low as he digs in for the
1-0.
third time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Next offering is fouled back.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Outside
Ball 2.
low, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Outside with a breaking ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That's to third. Sends it across to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. A little bit low, and that's ball 1.
Drive.
Strike on the inside corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Can't glove it cleanly.
Now batting, second baseman, Edouard Julien.
So now pinch hitter for
Pinch hitting
Minnesota,
for the Twins,
Ramon
number
Urias.
30,
And
Ramon
he would be the
Urias.
tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And that one clips the corner.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ball one low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Inside. 3-2 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
The tying run at the plate, and the
That's the
tying
ball.
run
Take your
is
base.
on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free
Now
passes, especially in
designated
spots like
hitter,
this.
Willie
Make the
Castro.
team earn their way on.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Slice the other way and foul. Jeffers over at second. Urias over at first with one away. That's ripped into the outfield. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Now batting,
Well, that certainly
first
feels
baseman,
good when you can
Jose
win the
Miranda.
at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tim Herron won't go any further
Now
tonight,
pitching
and
for
he
the
leaves in a
Guardians.
1-run game. New
Number
pitcher coming up.
31.
We'll be back in a minute. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Sam Hentges.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
2 on, 1 out. Miranda, the next to hit. First pitch just misses. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Puts a bunt down. Got him on the off-balance throw. Got him for out number 2, but the run scores, and we are
Now
tied.
batting,
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to
Carlos
defend,
Correa.
especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And he takes a strike.
0-1.
Two down. Go ahead run at scoring position. Swung on, belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But they score twice and even it up late. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yuan Duran.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Brenton Doyle digs in for the Guardians.
Center fielder.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
First pitch, and he just misses. On the corner for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Brock Stewart, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. 1-1 now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Zach Neto digs in for the Guardians. There's a strike. That one at triple digits.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting them straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one is inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball there. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Henches back to work. Just missed. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That one to first. Manzardo takes it to the bag. Now one gone in the ninth.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Right fielder, Matt Wallner.
So up next, Matt Wallner.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
So digging in, Byron Buxton. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Man at second. To third, Ramirez. That takes care of Buxton.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ripped into left for a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Trying to take the lead in the late going. Can't blame them, but the defense was having none of that. Close play at the dish. The tag applied just in time, and we'll push on with a tie ball game.
Bottom of the ninth. So in now for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Back to the mound. It hit him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, save!
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
The winning run on second base.
Ball too high.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Winning run out second. No one out. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Up next for the Guardians, right fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
In the air, left field. Larnach sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting,
John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians.
It's a good spot to be in. With runners on first and second, you know the pitcher is going to come after you.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And 1-1. Inside, just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Trying to send this to extra innings. Just off the outside edge.
That's a really good take.
Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance, and that one hops the wall. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Guardians walk it off and win it 4-3.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.